Still a cleanup nightmare in most areas with those hurricanes. Thankfully for us, really avoided any big threats. We had Francine early in the season, and we can confidently say, looking at the long-range models, the upper pattern, the way it is shifting, and history as we head into November, our season is done. A lot of sunshine outside today. Beautiful weekend with all the outdoor activities, and we will continue with that very pleasant trend, although temperatures will be a little bit warmer in the afternoons looking forward. 80 degrees today at Kenner, at least currently. We were able to get into the lower 80s. Dew points, though, are still low, 40s, 50s, lower 60s, so humidity at the moment is only at 29%. That good feel or drier air will stick with us. Now, the humidity will be increasing ever so slightly going forward through the week, but still in the fairly comfortable range. Today's high was 81 degrees, so we are now running just a little bit above our normal high of 79. Stayed in the 70s this weekend, more 80s to come as we head through the rest of this week. 70s but 80s on the map at the moment, and dew points are still pretty low, so humidity levels are still in that very comfortable range. Again, we'll see them kind of slowly coming up a bit, but it's not as though we're ever really going to see a deep southeasterly wind, which would really help to increase the humidity. Overall, we'll start to see more of a northeast and easterly wind, which is why we're only going to see kind of a gradual increase in humidity through the course of this week. So the warming trend as well will continue. It's not going to just continuously warm up. We'll kind of peak in the low to mid 80s mid to late this week. That's about where we will see our temperatures top out, and that'll continue on into this coming weekend. Rather low humidity, again, dew points a little bit higher, but still very comfortable. Maybe some rain as we head into early next week, but my confidence is pretty low in even that rain forecast. We've got this vigorous upper level low moving across the plains, not really impacting our weather, other than the fact that what we have over us at the moment is an upper high. That'll start to shift a little bit more to the west as we head later on into the week, kind of keeping a northwesterly flow in place. Now, as we approach the weekend and early next week, we'll be watching kind of a weak upper disturbance developing out over to our west. This may help to increase a little bit of instability over us, so maybe a little bit more cloudiness this weekend, and this may be what helps to trigger some isolated showers. General rule of thumb is if you have a long streak of very dry conditions, it is hard to break out of that unless you have a real vigorous system, and this one just isn't it. So maybe a few stray showers as we head into early next week, but that rain chance very, very low at this point, and confidence is pretty low as well. So not looking at much in the way of rainfall even as we wrap up October and head into maybe toward Halloween, although some of the models are indicating maybe a stronger front, but a front in the near future just doesn't look very likely. That ridge of high pressure keeping temperatures very warm. You have to go pretty far north into Canada to find the really cold air, and it's going to generally stay to the north with at times some upper troughs bringing it through the plains, Great Lakes states, but never really making it very far south until we get later into next week. Maybe some of that colder air starts spreading south. As of right now, the models, though, keep the coldest to our north. This would be Halloween. Maybe, though, we'll see a slight drop in temperature just to give us maybe a little bit of a fall chill for trick-or-treat time. As of right now, it doesn't look like it would be quite as chilly as it was last year. Last year was pretty chilly on Halloween. Plenty of sunshine, though, will continue over the next several days. A few passing clouds at times, but that would be about it. High pressure, though, continues, and that means our weather remains very tranquil through the rest of the week, and no major changes coming. Again, temperatures kind of gradually warming into the mid 80s toward the middle to end of the week, and that's about as warm as we're going to get. Maybe a little bit more cloud cover, and again, maybe that mention of a stray shower as we head into early next week. No real cold air in sight for the next 7 to 10 days.